Selling a property is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. And for something that important, you need a whole lot more than just promises. You need a professional framework. So today, we're going to look at the single most important document that provides it, the Real Estate Intermediation Contract. Let's break down why this piece of paper is so absolutely critical. This really is more than just a nice saying. In real estate, clarity is everything. It's the difference between a smooth, successful sale and, well, a world of misunderstandings and legal headaches. That's exactly why we move beyond a simple handshake into a professional, written agreement. So to really get our heads around this contract, we're going to break it down into 4 key parts. Think of them as pillars of trust. We'll start with the foundation, then build up with transparency, commitment, and legal security. And you'll see how they all work together to support the final goal, a successful sale. All right, let's start with that foundation. You can think of this contract as the bedrock of the entire professional relationship between you, the seller, and your real estate agent. I mean, when there are hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars on the line, a verbal agreement just doesn't cut it. A formal contract gives you legal certainty. It puts everything down in black and white, protecting both you and the agent by making sure everyone is on the exact same page. No guesswork. So what is this document really? It's a legally binding agreement that lays out everyone's role. And here's the key detail. It's registered with PROFECO, which is Mexico's Consumer Protection Agency. Now, that registration is a huge deal. It means the contract isn't just some private agreement. It's certified to meet national standards for fairness. That gives you, the seller, a really important extra layer of protection. Okay, so with that legal foundation in place, we can build our first pillar. Total transparency. This is where we get into the money. How the agent gets paid, when, and for what. The goal here is simple. Absolutely no surprises down the line. The professional fee is set clearly right from the get-go, 6% of the final sale price plus the value-added tax. That number is locked in. It doesn't change unless both parties agree to it in writing. Super clear. And the payment schedule? Just as transparent. It's split into 2 equal parts. The first half is paid when you and the buyer sign that initial promise to purchase agreement. The second half only gets paid when the deal is officially done and the public deed is signed at the notary. See how that works? It creates a shared interest in getting all the way to the finish line. So, the money is clear. Now let's build our second pillar, mutual commitment. Because a good contract is never a one-way street, right? This part defines exactly what each person promises to do and for how long. The contract also sets up a really clear timeline. It has an initial validity of 180 calendar days. That's about 6 months for the professional to put their strategy to work and successfully close the deal for you. Now, a huge part of this commitment comes down to one word: exclusivity. For those 180 days, you, the seller, agree to work only with this one agent. So why is that so important? Well, it gives the agent the confidence to invest their time and money fully into marketing your property, knowing their efforts won't get undercut. It focuses all that energy toward one single goal. And in return for that exclusivity, the professional makes some very specific promises. We're talking concrete actions, putting up ads on major online portals, running social media campaigns, placing a sign on the property, and, this one's a huge value add, sharing the listing with a whole network of other certified brokers through the local real estate network, often with a shared commission. This just blows the doors open to a much wider pool of potential buyers. Okay, we've got transparency and we've got commitment. Our third and final pillar is what holds it all together: legal security. This section isn't just about the rules, it's about what happens if those rules get broken. It's the critical question in any contract, isn't it? What happens if someone doesn't hold up their end of the bargain? A professional contract needs to have a clear answer for that. And the obligations here are balanced. The seller needs to provide access for showings, have all the legal paperwork ready to go, and of course, respect the exclusivity. On the other side, the professional has to execute that marketing plan, mediate with buyers, and crucially act with skill and diligence. Failure on either side has real repercussions. And those repercussions are financial. The contract specifies a conventional penalty if someone breaches the terms. In this example, it's 84,000 Mexican pesos. This isn't some vague threat. It's a specific, legally enforceable penalty that makes sure everyone takes their commitments seriously. So when you put it all together, that solid foundation of clarity and the strong pillars of transparency, commitment, and security, what do you get? Well, you get the perfect framework for a successful sale.
And this is really the key takeaway. Signing this contract isn't the end of a negotiation. It's the formal start of a professional partnership. It's everyone agreeing to work towards a single shared goal. It is the first concrete step toward closing the deal.
Ultimately, when an agent uses a standardized, registered contract like this, it's a clear sign of their commitment to professionalism. It shows they're serious about building trust and raising the bar for the entire industry. So for you, the seller, what does this formal contract really represent? It's simple: peace of mind.